I want to talk to you today about me battling ADHD. Hello everyone, I want to talk to you today about my battles with ADHD and how I use it to my advantage. Okay, so I know that a lot of you are probably wondering, Rhino, I thought you were making gaming videos. I am. I just want to make one more video like this and then get back to the games. So, when I was a child, okay, I was diagnosed with ADHD. Now, what is ADHD? I am so glad you asked. ADHD is attention deficit hyperactive disorder. And a lot of people, including me, look at it as a negative thing. I used to look at having ADHD as, oh my God, my life's over. What am I going to do now? But I realized that it can actually be a superpower if you use it in the right way. So what ADHD looks like for me, my friends, is I focus on things that I love and I focus on things that I want to focus on versus the things that I'm not really that interested in. Now, you know how when some people have something they're not that interested in, they still focus anyway? I can't do it. My focus will shift straight away and it will be non-existent. I really won't have the focus. So that is the negative part of having ADHD, is you focus for a short amount of time on something that you're not interested in and then you lose focus altogether. On the positive side of that, it gives people like me a lot of energy. ADHD is a superpower and it makes me believe that I can do anything I want to do. That is why being a content creator is so great for me, because I can embrace this part of my life and not have to worry about, am I doing the right things or not? Who cares? Just get out and make it happen. ADHD is a cognitive function in your brain. So it's basically a disability of your mind. An intellectual disability, let's just say that. That's what it is. And it is what it is. You know, it's not uncommon. A lot of people have it. Like I said, I used to look at it as, oh my God, my life is over. I'm never going to be able to do what I want. Why? Why? Because you got ADHD? Brother, use it to your advantage. So I decided, instead of being negative now about having ADHD, I'm going to be positive about it. Because I've been watching a lot of YouTubers talk about how having ADHD, the stigma behind it, is misunderstood. A lot of people, as I said, me included, look at having it as a negative, when in reality it is the best superpower one can have in order to live the life they want to live. It means we are high functioning people, which means, what does that mean? Basically, we have more energy than your average person. Is that a good thing? I don't know. I hope it is. You know, it's one of those things where you just got to take it day by day. I am misunderstood by a lot of people because of my ADHD. You know, some people might think, oh my God, Ryan's crazy. No, I'm not crazy. I just got a lot of energy. And as a content creator, this is my best friend. Everyone, I have hit the jackpot here. I really have. So that's what I am embracing right now. I am embracing having ADHD, and if you have ADHD or you may know someone that does, do yourselves a favor. Don't run away from it, okay? Just embrace it, because it's actually a really good thing to have. It is a superpower. Sorry everyone, I'm out of the light. It's a superpower, and you know, you need to treat it as such. Another great thing about having ADHD is I don't always think about the negatives. Sometimes I do. I might be like, oh, why didn't I achieve that? But in reality, I'm going to achieve it no matter what, because I am relentless. That's another great thing about having ADHD, is we don't know when to stop. Like, we don't know when to quit. And in my line of work that I am getting into in my career as a content creator, this is it. This is life-changing. This is like, you can't tell me what I can and can't do, because I'm going to keep going. So is having ADHD a bad thing? No, not at all. It just means that I will be relentless until I get what I want. That's great, especially as an artist. As a content creator, you need to be relentless. You have to have that desire in your heart to say, you know what? I'm going to do this no matter what it takes. Why? Because I want to be successful. It's how it is. And ADHD, as I said, it is misunderstood. It really is. I really struggled actually to make friends throughout my life because of ADHD. People would look at me and they're like, oh my God, I don't know how to take Ryan. Like, he's a bit out there. Hello, hi. Yes, I am out there. And guess what? That's my superpower. So, if you have ADHD, or you may know someone that has ADHD, don't look at them in a negative way. Please embrace it and let them know, hey, I'm here for you. It's okay. And it's all right to have that energy. Damn it, it's a good thing. So don't ever be afraid of expressing your true self. If you have ADHD and you can't concentrate, it's only temporary. That's only on things you don't like. Trust me, I know, because that's what happens to me. However, if I love something, I'll give it my full attention every time. When am I going to learn? I've got to stop walking along the roads here. I don't learn. That's the part of having ADHD I don't like. I need to concentrate more, and I find it hard to. But obviously, when I see a car, I'm going to stop and move off to the side of the road. So it is what it is. Having ADHD is a great thing. Like I said, it all depends on how you choose to look at it. If you're the type of person that looks at ADHD as, oh my God, you're a freak, I don't want to be around you, you can't concentrate, you can't do this and that. If you're that type of person, sorry, but shame on you. Because people like me, we can do things that your average person struggles to do. You know what? Honestly, I would not trade me for the world. I really wouldn't. I absolutely love the fact that I can do things that many would fear to do. Some people just don't quite understand that we only have one life, we only have one go around. And you got to play the cards you're dealt. That's what I've done. And I also heard there was this woman who talks about ADHD. And she was talking about how people with ADHD actually can become millionaires. Me. Yes, please. I would love that. Why? Because we're entrepreneurs. We don't stop. We keep going no matter what. I love that. I love the thought of never quitting, fighting for what you want, fighting for what you want. It's awesome. And that's the reason why I get up every day. I get up every day for one of those reasons. To fight for what I want no matter what happens. Because as I said, we only have one life, my friends. We get one go around. And I know what I'd rather have. I would rather have a heart full of energy, a mind full of dreams, hopes, and goals, and more energy than even I know what to do with, than just be some lazy person on the lounge, hoping things happen, because they don't. So, my friends, embrace what you have. All right, everyone, thank you very much for tuning in. The gaming videos will be back tonight. Remember to like, comment, and hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next one. No more of these videos, I promise. I just wanted to tell you that. Bye, everyone.